The first light of day gently falls through the window, touching the wooden table that has faded with time. On it, a small cup of tea releases a thin stream of steam, curling around the trembling hands of an old person sitting in silence. In the garden, the last leaf of autumn has just fallen, spinning softly in the wind before it touches the ground, like a quiet breath of time itself. There is no noise, only the tender stillness of morning, where time is no longer a hurried traveler, but a gentle friend sitting beside you. Perhaps we often think of old age as the time when everything begins to fade: dreams, strength, joy. But what if aging is not the fading of life, but the beginning of a deep awakening within the heart? When the eyes have seen enough of change, when the heart has loved, lost, and forgiven, it is then we realize there is no need to chase the world anymore, for true peace has never left us. In the light of the Buddha's teachings, old age is not the end of a story, but the opening of a new chapter, one of wisdom and compassion. It is the moment you can look back on the path you have walked, not with regret, but with gratitude and clear understanding. In today's video, let us slow down together and listen to 6 Buddhist lessons for the later years of life teachings that will help you live more lightly, more wisely, and more peacefully amid the ever-changing flow of time. Sit quietly, take a deep breath, and allow your heart to open like this still morning. Lesson 1. Let go of what no longer serves you. There comes a time in life when you realize that what tires you most is not age itself, but the things you keep holding on to, even though they no longer belong to you. The human mind is like a room filled with old belongings. Every memory, every wound, every unresolved relationship is like a broken item that we refuse to throw away simply because we are afraid of emptiness. And so, over the years, that room becomes crowded and heavy, leaving no space for the light to enter. Letting go does not mean losing. Letting go is an act of wisdom. When we clear away what is old and unnecessary, we create room for peace to return. It is like opening a window after a long rain, where light naturally pours in without effort. The Buddha once taught, "When your heart no longer clings, suffering has no place to dwell." There are many ways to begin the practice of letting go. Try forgiving someone, even if they have never apologized. Forgiveness is not to ease their burden, but to release your own. Give away something old that you no longer use, and feel the lightness that comes when you are no longer attached to possessions. And most importantly, have the courage to say no to what drains you, whether it is a relationship, a habit, or a job that no longer nourishes your soul. Each act of letting go is a return home. When you clear the room of your mind, you begin to hear again the sound of your breath, the whisper of the wind, the gentle rhythm of life passing by. Letting go is not an ending, but the opening of a new space for peace to dwell, like a freshly cleaned room where sunlight can once again touch every corner. And then, as you become lighter, the world around you begins to lighten too. Everything seems to smile, not because it has changed, but because you have become the one who knows how to release. Lesson 2. Protect your inner peace. After you have learned to let go of what is no longer necessary, the next step is to preserve what remains, and that is the peace within your heart. Peace does not come by accident. It is cultivated through the way we live, through the people we choose to walk beside, and through the environments we allow our hearts to touch each day. In Buddhism, there is a concept called Sangha, which means a community of those who practice together. helping one another maintain mindfulness and compassion. In the same way, in everyday life, each of us needs a small sangha, a circle of people who make us feel calm, light, and true to ourselves. They might be a close friend, a family member, or even a neighbor who greets us with a smile each morning. Ask yourself quietly, who brings me peace? Who leaves me exhausted? Who reminds me that life is still beautiful, and who makes me forget that beauty exists? When we are honest with these questions, we begin to see that not everyone should stay close, no matter how much we love them. You can love someone, but from a distance. Love does not always mean staying. Sometimes distance is the kindest way to protect your own heart. Like two elders sitting silently beneath a tree, watching sunlight fall through the leaves, they say nothing. Yet in that silence there is complete understanding and peace. If something takes away your peace, the price is too high. Protecting your inner calm is not selfish. It is a way of honoring the life that lives within you. When your heart is at ease, the world around you becomes gentler, and every connection begins to blossom in the space of understanding and compassion. Lesson 3. Be present in this moment. The past is only a memory, and the future is only an imagination. Yet between those vast realms lies a small but priceless space, and that is the present moment. We often move through each day while our hearts wander elsewhere. The body is here, but the mind is thinking about yesterday or worrying about tomorrow. That is why, even after living a lifetime, we may never have truly lived a single day completely. Imagine a quiet morning. An old person sits on the porch, holding a steaming cup of tea. The sound of birds echoes through the trees, and the wind gently stirs the dry leaves. That person is not thinking, not remembering, just silently feeling the warmth spreading through their hands, breathing in slowly and deeply. In that very moment, there is nothing to search for, because everything needed for peace is already present. The Buddha taught that mindfulness is the art of living with awareness in everyday life. You do not need to be grateful for every second. You only need to be truly present in it. When you eat, just eat. When you walk, just walk. When you sit, just sit. Do not let your mind wander into what has not yet come or what has already passed. For the present moment is the only doorway to peace. This is not difficult. Each day, take a few minutes just to breathe. Breathe in, knowing you are breathing in. Breathe out, knowing you are breathing out. When washing dishes, feel the warmth of the water on your hands. When walking, listen to the sound of your footsteps touching the ground. When speaking with someone, look into their eyes and listen with your full attention. Life does not unfold in memories or plans, but in this very breath. When you are truly present with yourself, every small thing around you, the sound of rain, the scent of earth, the sunlight on the leaves, becomes a miracle. And within that presence, your mind becomes calm, deep, and free, like a lake reflecting the sky without a single ripple. Lesson 4. Accept impermanence. If there is one truth that everyone must face, it is that everything changes. Nothing lasts forever. Not youth, not beauty, not even sorrow or joy. Yet instead of fearing change, those who understand the Dharma see it as a gift of life. It is impermanence itself that allows everything to live, to breathe, and to have meaning. A human life is like the 4 seasons. Spring is youth, full of vitality and dreams. Summer is the time of effort, when we give our all to build and achieve. Autumn arrives, and we slow down, reflect, and harvest what we have sown. Then winter gently comes, not to end, but to let us rest, to look within, and to prepare for a new cycle of being. Each season holds its own beauty, and it is the movement between them that gives rhythm to life. Impermanence is not loss but transformation, teaching us to love more deeply. When we truly understand that everything passes, we begin to cherish each moment more fully. Instead of saying, "I used to be able to," smile and say, "I am grateful that I still can." That sense of gratitude helps us flow with time instead of resisting it. Whenever you face change, when someone leaves, when something old fades, or when your body meets a new limit, close your eyes and whisper, "It is changing, and that is the nature of all things." This simple sentence is a reminder not to resist, but to receive every shift in life with a quiet heart. Time never stops, but when we cease to cling, time becomes a gentle friend. It takes nothing away from us. It only teaches us how to live more deeply, more kindly, and more lightly. Like a river that flows while its water remains clear, we too can move through each stage of life and still keep the freshness of peace within our hearts. Lesson 5. Find joy in gratitude and simplicity. After learning to accept impermanence, our hearts become more open to seeing the beauty in small things. In the morning, as the first sunlight slips through the window, you sit down with a warm cup of tea in your hand. A gentle fragrance rises, and thin trails of steam drift softly through the air. Beside you are familiar hands, with wrinkles etched like tiny roads of time. There is nothing extraordinary, yet in that very moment, happiness is present, simple and complete. Happiness is not about having more, but about feeling enough. When we keep chasing what we do not yet have, we lose the joy of what is already here. The Buddha called this deep and lasting happiness sukha, the joy that arises from contentment, independent of circumstances or possessions, born from a sense of wholeness within. A person may live very simply, but if gratitude fills their heart, every day becomes a precious day. Gratitude is the doorway to peace. Begin with the smallest things. Be grateful for a meal, for a kind word, or simply for the breath still flowing in your chest. Before going to sleep, close your eyes and recall 3 small things that warmed your heart today. Perhaps it was the sunlight filtering through the curtain, the laughter of a loved one, or the stillness of the evening. When practiced regularly, you will realize that joy is never far away. It lives in the way you see life itself. A grateful heart does not need more time. It only needs to use the time it has beautifully. When your heart is full of appreciation, everything softens. Work feels lighter. Relationships grow warmer, and each passing day becomes a gift. Simplicity does not mean lacking, but living in a way that is sufficient, free from the pull of what is beyond your reach. In that simplicity, you rediscover the original joy within you, the joy of a soul that knows how to pause and smile. Lesson 6. Live with compassion. When you leave this world, what will remain? Not the possessions you have gathered, not the fame you once held, but the feelings you leave in the hearts of others. It may be a smile you once gave, a gentle word spoken when someone was in pain, or simply your warm presence in their life. All of these, though small, become imprints far deeper than anything else. Compassion is the most precious gift one human being can offer another. It is not merely pity, but the ability to see another's pain and to wish to ease it, even if only through a silent prayer for their peace. The Buddha taught, "You yourself, as much as anybody, deserve your love and affection." This means that you too deserve to be loved and forgiven, just like anyone else in this life. Compassion is not only directed outward, but is also the way we embrace ourselves, with all our mistakes, wounds, and imperfect efforts. Remember, you have done your best with the understanding you had at that moment. Forgiving yourself is not weakness. It is the recognition that every human being is on a journey of learning to become kinder, wiser, and more awake. When you learn to be gentle with yourself, your heart naturally opens toward others. From there, understanding, empathy, and love begin to flow like a stream that never stops. Old age is not an ending, but a quiet beginning. After years of seeking and striving, a person finally returns to themselves, like a river that, after many turns, merges gently into the great ocean. There, the noise of ambition fades, the hurried footsteps of busy days fall silent. What remains is only the soft rhythm of breath, the sound of falling leaves, and a soul smiling peacefully in the stillness of the present moment. Every wrinkle on the face is a mark of experience. Every scar is a sign of courage, and every slower breath is an invitation to live more deeply in this moment. Old age does not take away the light within us. It only softens it, deepens it, and makes it glow with quiet grace like the morning light reflected on calm water, where time is no longer a force that carries us away, but a gentle friend breathing beside us. May you be peaceful with every breath, mindful through every change, and free within your own heart. For when we live with gratitude, presence, and compassion, every day at any age becomes a new beginning of awakening. Each time you meet someone, whether familiar or a stranger, you can silently say in your heart, "Just like me, this person wishes to be happy. Just like me, they are trying to find peace." Even such a small thought can soften the hard corners within us. To practice compassion is to practice with an awakened heart, a place where there is no longer separation between me and others. It is the bridge that connects all beings, the light that makes the world gentler, even if only for a single breath. Compassion is the way we tell the world, "I was here. I have loved. I have forgiven. I have been present. And I have made this world a little kinder, simply with a heart that listens and a soul that knows how to smile."